Welcome to the Kool, the Kareem Matthews podcast. I'm Kareem Matthews here with my boy, my Ramley, my ace, point guard extraordinaire, super Ram fan, fake ass DJ, world traveler, Mr. Rodney Lusain.
What's good, my dude?
Man, it seemed like we've been off so long because so much shit happened.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that. I know you like that. How long you been back, man?
Yeah, I got you stumped.
Yeah, right. Who was that?
That was Mason Better or whatever.
Uh, yeah,
Welcome back.
nah.
We've been gone for a minute.
Oh, right. Okay, nah. That's when he
It
came
ain't been
back.
it ain't been a long time, but
Nah, it's only been 2 weeks, I think.
ah,
Yeah,
so
but
much.
it's right. Nah, but because I feel like last week was the opening of free agent. Now, was today the opening of free agency? Last Tuesday was something. The draft? Oh,
Now
no.
draft was
No.
2 weeks ago.
Right. And then last Tuesday was when LeBron said he wasn't coming back.
Right.
That's what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Because
And
that
that
was June 30th. I guess July 1 is when the new league year start or whatever.
right. Nah, and it's crazy because the day before that, the Lakers guaranteed Bronny's contract. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron got Bronny paid.
So hold on. Did they that was it a situation where it's just like if he's still on the roster June 30th, his shit gets guaranteed, or was it like they made the decision like let's go on and guarantee Bronny? Like
Nah,
to
they
me,
had to guarantee it by then. You know what I'm saying?
so it
I
was
don't
an
know if he,
active, it was a proactive move by the Lakers. It wasn't just
yeah.
time ticking.
Well, no, it was time ticking. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, that new year start. So I don't know if he would have got released if they hadn't have renewed it.
I felt like it was more of like if he was still on the roster by the time June 30th came, which he was, then he became guaranteed. Because I saw somebody speak on it in that sense, and I was like,
Mm.
okay, that I can accept that. But if they went and actively guaranteed him as a way to try to say to Brian, like, come on, man.
Right now, because that's the way I heard it spun. But then that don't really make no sense in the fact that it turns out they didn't even offer LeBron a contract.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So they wasn't even trying to do shit to keep LeBron. They never even offered that nigga a contract. So it don't seem like they was kowtowing by like signing Bronny. Like, here, LeBron, we doing you this last favor. You know what I'm saying? It probably was some shit where if he's on the roster, his shit becomes guaranteed. Because they were saying, even with that, now he becomes tradable.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? They like, now that's a tradable contract. They would have never done that with LeBron on the squad. But now that Bron is gone and now that you signed, we can move that.
And that could be the ultimate petty move for LeBron, who's petty and non-aggressive or whatever we call
Passive
passive
aggressive.
aggressive. Like it's a passive aggressive ass move on the Lakers to be like, all right, we keeping Bronny. Like you gone, LeBron. You ain't taking this little motherfucker with you. He's staying with us. Now you can kick rocks, but you ain't gonna be playing with your son.
Right. Now it's funny though, because now it's like, where is he gonna go? You know what I'm saying? That's the new talk. And you hear a bunch of shit, but they saying Cleveland, you know what I mean, is in the top three. And they was like, they making roster moves to save a spot for Bronny. They like, by the way, Cleveland is signing they niggas and structuring they shit. They saving room for Bron and Bronny. You know what I'm saying? So if they want him, you know what I'm saying? We'll gladly trade him on over too. You know what I mean? But it's crazy because it just points to the new ownership. Like, everything about this reeked of the new ownership. You know what I'm saying? Because if Genie still owned the team, it would have went way different. You know what I mean? Like, all this shit that the kowtowing to LeBron would have been going on. But the new owner, it's crazy because they said they didn't even have a meeting with LeBron. They didn't offer LeBron a contract. And it was one more thing that was like, damn, like basically after the season was over, during this time, they didn't even reach out to LeBron. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like they was negotiating and it just didn't work out. They was like, we moving on. You know what I'm saying? But they let LeBron say he leaving. But they was like, LeBron read the tea leaves. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Well, I do know, but I'm just saying I don't know as a phrase. But it's like they officially turned the page. You know what I mean? Like the new ownership. Like they was doing shit before this. Like they fired some front office people. They brought in some front office people of their own. You know what I'm saying? Bennett, that college coach from Washington State.
Oh, Clay Bennett or no?
The older one, the old dude.
The one that was at Virginia? He was at Washington State first, but then he went to Virginia.
Yeah, him. He old.
Well, I mean, he had a dad who was Tony Bennett was his
The
dad.
dad is who they brought in.
Oh, so that's Tony. Well, shit, I don't know which one Tony Bennett is. Tony
The
Bennett.
old dad. The old, not the son. They brought in the dad.
Okay, he coached at Wisconsin back in the day.
And I thought Washington State.
Maybe. But they brought him in to do what?
Just like help with eyes on the college shit. You know what I'm saying? Eyes on the college part of our shit. You know what I'm saying?
So Tony Bennett, let's see, because they got him as an American NBA draft advisor.
That's the nigga for the Lakers. That's the old one, right?
I mean, he probably like a little bit older than us. His dad was Dick Bennett.
Okay. Maybe that's who I'm thinking of. So this is his son that's our age?
Tony Bennett played, yeah, he was in college in 92.
Okay, yeah, so he our age. Huh?
Playing for Dick Bennett, his dad.
Okay, his dad, right. Okay, so it's not his dad, then it's him, but he's our age, though.
Because Tony Bennett won a chip at Virginia. When Virginia won the chip like 7-8 years ago, Tony Bennett was the coach. And Tony Bennett did coach
at Washington State.
But Dick
so
Bennett,
did his dad.
Right.
Okay, but they brought him in. You heard his role, right?
Draft advisor.
Yeah. Because it's crazy, because there's so many layers to this shit I want to get to tonight. But like the Lakers drafted the dude from Baylor.
Yeah.
That's flushing. That threes and flush. You know what I'm saying? He got like a 40-something, 6'6", long wingspan. And then And then they drafted two other dudes. No, they signed two other dudes just like him. A dude from Syracuse. And I want to say a dude from like TCU. But they both just like, you know what I'm saying? So they throwing the darts at these 3-and-D athletic dudes. Because they saying that's what we need. You know what I'm saying? 3-and-D wings, like a Dude Thero.
Right.
They got him running some point in summer league. You know what I'm saying? He looking good, man. I'm like, okay. But see, that's what the Dodgers do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we wasn't doing before. Like, they gonna find a 3-and-D wing, my nigga. You know what I mean? They gonna find a low budget 3-and-D wing. One of these dudes are gonna do that job. You know what I'm saying? But they putting resources at it, which we wasn't doing before. Like, I think, what's the guard from Michigan State we drafted? Light-skinned dude. His brother played for the Clippers.
We still got him?
Nah, he with Dallas now.
Oh, we traded him? Yeah.
Damn it. somebody, y'all all know who I'm talking about. Everybody watching is like, whatever his name is. But that nigga,
Christie.
Christie, Max Christie, yeah. He the only player out of our last few, about maybe 5 drafts that's contributing in the league, and he not even doing it for us.
Okay, I thought that motherfucker went to Pepperdine. He went to Michigan State. I
Yeah, Max.
remember him at Michigan State, but for whatever reason.
Yeah, nah. And that's why he had that grimy to him. You know what I'm saying? Like he our last pick that's really doing anything, and he's doing it for another squad. Like this new regime is not gonna be missing like that. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna be finding dudes we gonna be uncovering gems with this new regime. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Dodgers used to do. Well, not used to do, that's what they still do. But like that's what brought them back when they with this new regime. That's what the new regime brought in that we're now the masters of. You know what I'm saying? Finding dudes like the Eric Lowers, the dude that lefty we got now. Like that's what they gonna bring to the basketball, and we gonna have analytics now.
Right.
The Lakers, like it or not, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not all analytics. I still like to go on looking at the game. Like I feel like again, back to the Dodgers. That's when the Dodgers became juggernautish. Is when Dave learned how to meld the analytics with what he's seeing. That was his biggest complaint. Everyone thought he was a robot. They give Dave the game plan and he runs the script. You know what I'm saying? That's what people was mad at him about for the longest time. And then it became a point where he knew the script, but he also knew how and when to go off script. Like letting Miggy roll bat last year. You know what I'm saying? Analytics was like hit for him, even if it's with a pitcher. You know what I'm saying? That's what analytics was saying. But Dave was like, nope, I'm not analyticing it on this one. You know what I'm saying?
Got a
So
hunch.
yeah, I know the feel of my team. You know what I'm saying? So I still feel like that's the best use of analytics is when you can put it with both. But if at first you just leaning on the analytics, I'm not mad at that either. Until eventually you learn how to blend the two together. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like with the Lakers, this is our first off season under the new ownership. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be our first dabble into them with the analytics. So I feel like this go around is probably not gonna have as much of the human feel to it. It's gonna be heavily analytics based. Cause this is the first time. You know what I'm saying? To get the meld of both, it's gonna take a couple years. You know what I mean? So saying all that takes me to our free agency class, which a lot of people are hating on, and I feel like people are hating on it because all the dudes are white. You know what I'm saying? No, that's the bottom line, my nigga. Like Stephen A. even said it.
Right.
Like Stephen A. came out and said it. Like you can't win with the all-white lineup. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody else is just making all the jokes, you know, just snow time Lakers and all this shit. I get it. It has a comedic twang to it. But honestly, I feel like it's a lazy take. You know what I'm saying? Oh, again, many layers to the onion on that. Like me and you, we played on teams like that. We played on all white teams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I played on all white teams in high school and college. So I know all white teams can win. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one point of it, of why I don't think it's just, oh, y'all signing all white players and all the jokes about how the Lakers are now. And then two, analytics loves these dudes we signed. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know, I didn't know half the dudes, but I didn't know that Mamo dude.
Yeah, Skishavili or something like that.
Toronto, right? He was in Toronto, and then he came off their bench. but he's an analytical darling, pimp. He's like a power forward, small ball center that shoots the three left-handed and he initiates offense. Like he can board it and push. Like they were saying, when he does that, when he boards and pushes, his team's point per possession is like 1.2 or some shit. And anything over 1 is like in Luka's range. You know what I'm saying? 1 point per possession is like above this, borderline NBA superstar. You know what I'm saying? That's where Luka's in that range. And this dude is in that range when he's doing, again, this is nerd shit. This is the analytical take on basketball, which, again, I'm not 100% with. But it made me see that this is what the Lakers is on right now. We didn't have that before with Genie. Like, they brought in an analytical department, and they went to work. And it's crazy because the day LeBron said he wasn't coming back one day, and the next day we signed like 5 dudes. So that lets you know they had this already planned. You don't just sign 5 dudes overnight without having already talked to everybody.
Right, especially those 5.
Right. Nah, like the day after LeBron said he wasn't coming back, like Walker Kessler was spotted in LAX. You know what I'm saying? By TMZ. And it was like, okay, like we getting him. And man, that Mamu dude, yo, like
Sandro, I remember him in college.
Where'd he go?
Seton Hall. He played.
Okay.
I want to say Dre's son was on that team. Dre's son was at Seton Hall, and I was watching because he's 27. He came in 2021. Yeah.
And that's the other thing. We brought the average age of our starting lineup down like 5 years. Everybody's 26, 27. You know what I'm saying? But analytics loves that Mamo dude. And then Kessler, the analytics got him as like a top 3 rim protector. It's like Rudy Gobert, Wemby, Chet, and then this dude. You know what I'm saying? Which, again, is what we need. Like, that's what Ayton and them was not doing. You know what I mean? Like, these pieces, dude, they fit around Luka way better than the shit that we had. You know what I'm saying? And then, because they said they promised Luka they was going to do Dallas 2.0. Did you see that post, Marcel? Shout out Marcel Capers. He posted this post that basically broke it down, how they were saying they promised him Dallas 2.0 in this 2026 offseason, and then they put up what Dallas had, and then they put up what the Lakers is doing. You know what I'm saying? And it was eerily similar. Like, it was one, I want to say they had like a wing that we don't have yet. Like, it was 2 pieces that they put question marks next to. But everything else for the Lakers, like, they had this Mamo dude that's like not the Derek Lively, but who was the other, PJ Washington? Was the other big? They had 2 bigs. They had the Mamu dude as one, and then they had Kessler as the Lively. And then it was crazy because the nigga they got for Ayton, Hardy.
Wait, the
Lakers traded Ayton.
Oh, they did?
To the Wizards for a guard named Hardy that shoot 42% from 3. It turns out he was on that Dallas team with Luka. We got him from Washington, but because on the list they said Hardy. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna be Hardy? Hardy. We got the Hardy nigga that they had. You know what I'm saying? But now we got him in that Ayton deal. Like, it was crazy because of the top 8 for Dallas the year Luka drugged them to the finals, we matched up 6 of the 8. It was 2 spots. It was a starting wing that we don't have that they had, and a dude coming off the bench that we don't have that they had. But I'm like, this is the first off season, and we matched it up very. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, I like that. And then for the wing that we don't have yet, that we still need, I want Kaminga.
Right now, I just saw some where they talking about how they trying to get him.
Yeah, nah, we in the running. You know what I'm saying? We one of the finalists. If we can get Kaminga, I feel like he's the perfect. He's that dude for them that we need. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's crazy. Because I seen Darren Collison on that show that Black is on, the Association.
Okay.
Darren Collison was on there, and he was speaking on Kaminga, and he was saying how he feel like Kaminga should be at the point of his career where he realized he needs to become a great defender. Like that's gonna be his ticket on the squad. Like, and then the dude was like, basically he was like, how that's never what he's been, was basically what the dude said to Collison. And Collison was like, it take 2 or 3 teams trading you before you realize, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta switch up. You know what I'm saying? Like he like Kaminga been forcing trying to be the dude. And he like at some point you gotta realize that, you know what I'm saying, that may not be my role. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if he does adapt that mentality with us, because he's still gonna get some it's not like we gonna tell you to become a Rodman Kaminga. We just telling you we gonna put you on the top wing. You know what I'm saying? That is gonna be your number one responsibility is guarding the top wing, but we gonna be running. So Lobs is gonna be there, you know what I'm saying? Just when we in the half court, we not running shit through you. You know what I mean? And if he can come to that realization, and I mean the way the market is for him right now, it's like he really don't have no choice. Shit is drying up. Rui only got 14 a year. Rui was making 16 with us. That nigga took a pay cut to go to the Clippers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Kaminga better, you know what I mean? Hearing Darren Collison say that, I was like, man, that's right on. Like, that's definitely, that's a role for him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't play that role, and he's athletic enough to play that role. Nah, I really want Kaminga. I feel like he would fit perfect. AR, Luka, Kamingo, Mamo, and Kessler. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the rookie from Carr, Colin Sexton, the nigga we got Hardy. We just signed Looney today.
And they were saying that he's Kaminga's mentor.
Is he?
Yeah. I didn't even know they was talking about the Lakers. I turned on the radio at some point today, and they was basically like questioning why are we signing Kevon Looney, and whoever spoke on it was like he is Kaminga's father figure. Like Kaminga fucks with him.
Ooh, like he's like no one else. I thought signing Looney alone was a great move. Like a standalone move. Everyone was like, now they need a backup center. That's all people kept saying. We don't have no backup center now. You know what I'm saying? Because we let Jackson Hayes go. And I'm like, is your backup center the key to you winning a chip? But now we got a backup center. A legit backup center with championship pedigree. You know what I'm saying? So just on its own merit, I thought that was a good signing. And having no idea of the relationship he got with Kaminga, that's perfect. Come on in here, Kaminga. I'm telling you, I feel like people are sleeping on what the front office is doing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is the early days of the Dodgers. Like when they first took over the Dodgers, they made that trade with the Red Sox. You know what I'm saying? They got Josh Beckett, Carl Crawford. They did it all though to get Adrian Gonzalez.
Right.
But they had to take all these bad contracts from Boston. You know what I'm saying? And we used a couple of them dudes. You know, Carl Crawford gave us a little bit. Josh Beckett may have thrown a no-hitter with us. You know what I'm saying? But the key piece was Adrian Gonzalez. Like he gave us credibility at a time when we didn't really have none. You know what I'm saying? and then it was on from there. You know what I mean? And I feel like this off season is very similar to what these niggas is doing with the Lakers. Like they can't do everything in one off season. Like that's just, that wasn't realistic. But everything that they've done this off season, I feel like sets us up, you know what I'm saying, for another year of this. And then how they gonna be mining all the ballers from everywhere. Like when I saw that one thing about get down, ah, when I saw that one thing about all the young athletic dudes that we've signed, I was like, okay, they know they doing it right. You know what I'm saying? One of these dudes is gonna catch on. I'm trying to find that article that Marcel had where he posted about the dudes. Okay, here it go right here. I'm gonna have to put my good. Or maybe I'm not. Let me see. I can't see shit.
He put it on Facebook.
Yeah. Okay, here it go. About how, I told you all the shit about what they said the Lakers had promised Luka a similar roster to what he had in Dallas. Luka's starting five was him. He's gonna play himself. Kyrie, they gave that to AR. Derrick Jones Jr. That's the dude that they had the question mark for. We don't have a Derrick Jones Jr. And I'm saying that's Kuminga.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But on this, they got who y'all gonna have for that. And then PJ Washington, they got us as Sandro. You know what I'm saying? And then Derek Lively Jr., Walker Kessler. And then the bench, Daniel Gafford is the other one. The bench question mark for us. We just signed Looney.
Right.
Josh Green, they got us with Quentin Grimes. Jaden Hardy is the dude
Right.
who we now have.
Right.
They had Jaden Hardy. We got Jaden Hardy. Maxi Kleber, they put Jared Vanderbilt as that. Yeah, right, exactly. But that's deep on the bench. And then Dante Exum, and they gave that to Colin Sexton. You know what I'm saying? So, again, this is their first attempt at fixing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, my first thought when you was reading through it, I was like, all right, we are duplicating that, but that was a different West that they was trying to navigate at Dallas than what we trying to navigate now. And then my thought was, we don't have to be championship. Like even the Dodgers wasn't championship right away, but
right.
The Lakers, as dope as the Dodgers are, I feel like there's still a higher level of expectation for the Lakers.
Nah. Oh no, go ahead.
Laker fans, Dodger fans on the low. I mean, I don't know exactly when Guggenheim and them came in.
It's been about 10 years.
Okay, so then that was when we was losing to the Stros and the Red Sox in the World Series. I mean, getting to the World Series was something that we didn't just necessarily assume, like, all right, this is a part of our birthright as Dodger fans. I feel like now we're World Series or bust, at least getting there. Winning it too, but I mean, this is after 10 years of Guggenheim.
And going for a three-peat.
Right. I'm saying if we compare 2017 Dodgers or 2016 Dodgers to 2026 Lakers, like the 2016 Dodgers getting to the World Series
meant a lot.
Right. We hadn't been there since 88. For the Lakers, that's still not going to be acceptable. Like,
right, no.
And no. We're not coming off a trash squad. We coming off a 53-win squad.
Right. They got swept in the second round.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? For like how many times in the last 3 or 4 years? Like that's been our limit. You know what I'm saying? We went to the Western Conference Finals once and got swept there. Like that's what I'm saying. We haven't been dope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I honestly feel like repeating what we did last year ain't gonna be hard. To what, lose in the second round? Like that's, you know what I mean? And that's what I was gonna say. Like, but I hear everything you saying about the fan base and all of that, but I feel like ownership can't and ain't thinking like that.
Mm.
They still gotta think. We still gotta do the process. You know what I'm saying? We can't microwave it. We gotta do it the way it's supposed to be done. And if it take 2-3 years and then we win it, we going for a three-peat. Laker fans ain't gonna be mad. Laker fans have sat through 2-3 years already. These last 2-3 with Bron of not winning shit. So if it do take another 2-3 of us getting the plan implemented, then so be it. If 3 years down the road we at a point where it's like, oh damn, okay, you know what I'm saying? We contenders. Then ain't nobody gonna be like, damn, those last 3 years sucked. And I don't think they gonna suck because we got Luka and all the shit they put around him is what we need around him. But it's crazy because back to when you were saying how it wasn't what Dallas was trying to navigate and it's a different West, but I feel like it's it's more to the point of you gotta build the perfect team around your superstar. Fuck the rest of the league, maximize your squad, because that's what the Knicks did. That's what the
Right.
Knicks did. Going into this year, nobody was saying the Knicks. Shit, starting the playoffs, it was Boston. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But the formula they did was maximizing Brunson. We gonna put the best team we can around Brunson and then go with that. Fuck what the league is doing. We ain't trying to match Wemby. We trying to maximize Brunson. That's the route they took. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't trying to make a team to fight off any other team. Well, maybe Boston. Because they did get all them defensive wings to guard Tatum and Brown. That was their original plan for OG and Bridges, is to
Right.
have defensive wings for them two niggas. But what they did was maximize Brunson, and that's the other thing that they were saying the Lakers are going to do is maximize Luka. There's like the Lakers need a similar format to what the Knicks did. There's like the Lakers' top two niggas can't play D, just like the Knicks' top two niggas. Cat and Brunson are defensive liabilities. That's AR and Luka. But the Knicks put three other niggas around them that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? OG, Hart, and I don't know who the other nigga is, but sometimes it was Mitchell Robinson. But huh? Oh,
Bridges,
Bridges.
Harden,
There
OG.
you go. Right, Bridges. So that's the other formula that the Lakers gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta maximize Luka. Fuck what all these other squads is doing. If we got a maximum Luka, that can get to the finals. We seen it. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what's going on in the West, we want a maximum Luka. And I'm with that. Saying, I'm like, yeah, let's go that route. Fuck trying to get somebody for Wemby, somebody for Chet. Actually, Kessler can be that. But let's get pieces that make Luka maximum Luka. So he can do in the fourth what Brunson was doing in the fourth. Because Luka got that. You know what I'm saying? Luka's a big shot maker like that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We seen that from Luka. To eliminate Shea, where he just making unbelievable shots. That's what Brunson did. You know what I'm saying? Luka has that, dude. We just got to get him to that moment. And that's what the Knicks did. They put the niggas around Brunson to get him to that moment. So when that moment comes, then he can do what he do. You know what I'm saying? And he did what he did. He needed the OGs and the Josh Harts and the niggas that's like, and the Mitchell Robinsons. The niggas that's like, yo, my game ain't I'm going to do all the other shit. You know what I'm saying? Brunson here, nigga, because we know that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how we built. Luka gonna do that. Even if you don't tell him to do that, that's what Luka do. So we gonna need other dudes that's like, you know what I'm saying? And that's that Mamo dude. Like he do all that little grimy shit. Nah, man. I'm not mad. I get they all white. I get that. You know what I'm saying? But if they winning, shit. I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I think the two undrafted free agents that got the most press, at least the day after the draft, was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You know
Oh,
who
we
that
signed
is?
him.
Robbie Avila, white dude.
Yeah. Right.
And then we got this dude, Luke Good, who
That's the dude from
no,
TCU.
no, 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 no. Peter Suter, who was at Miami of Ohio. Remember, Miami of Ohio went undefeated
Oh, right. He a white dude.
season. Yeah, and then I think they won a game in the tournament. So, right, the top two dudes, they was because remember, I was saying I wanted this dude from Gonzaga. I can't remember his name, but 6'7" two-way dude. And so he didn't get drafted. So shit, and my hopes is up. I'm like, all right, cool. Hopefully we got him. So they was hyped about the undrafted free agents that they signed. And then when I saw it was them two, I was like, man, I mean, okay. But then this is just more white dude.
Euros. Right. Now you got our whole list of undrafted dudes.
I got our summer league free agent. I mean, our summer league roster.
Because there's two dudes that's undrafted. We got a dude from is it from Syracuse?
Syracuse. Yeah, he's 6'9". They got him listed as a center, 6'9", 230.
Okay. Nah. And
We
then another dude from TCU.
I don't see the dude from TCU. So the rookies, we got a dude from Florida State, 6'4", Robert McCray. We got a dude from Marquette, 6'5",
That's the dude.
Chase Ross.
That's the dude. So it's him, the
We
dude from Syracuse, and then Carr.
Right? I mean, in Florida State niggas, Florida State dudes just be, I mean, the Spurs don't have somebody from Florida State.
Vassal, I think.
Right. Florida State dudes, I mean, that's ain't the dude from Toronto. They main dude.
Barnes.
He from Florida State. Didn't he go
I
to
think
Florida State?
so. I like both of them.
Right. I just feel like if you from Florida State, you got some of that.
Some of that in you.
Right. Then
Nah.
they got this dude, AK Okikari. Okereke.
Okay. Yeah.
He from Vanderbilt, 6'7".
Nah, they brought. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, I mean, dude either got a brother,
Okereke
yeah, or this is a dude that like, cause
moved around.
right, he 23, which ain't
Young.
right, but it ain't. I mean, cause the cat I'm thinking about was there when Auburn went to the Final Four.
Mm.
I'm gonna look him up. Suter, the dude from Miami of Ohio, Cameron Carr, William Kyle, and a dude named Jakari White from Virginia, which is where Tony Bennett
Was that?
right. So he probably like
He put the stamp on him.
right.
Now I'm telling you, those two white dudes, they just get the hype because they white dudes. You know what I'm saying? But we brought in a lot of 3-and-D wings that's not white dudes. That's all them dudes you was listing. Somebody coming out of that group. The dude from Marquette, he got monster. All them dudes, the dude from Marquette, the dude from Syracuse, and of course our nigga we drafted are all leapers. You know what I'm saying? And Carr been getting some of that off in summer league. It's not just his college highlights. He's banging on dudes in summer league.
Nah, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just happy we got our team back. Like that. That
That's the
was
first
my
step.
biggest gripe with LeBron and really who's his agent. The,
Rich Paul.
that motherfucker, I can't stand him. Like, I'm so happy. Like, I'm happier he's gone than LeBron gone. I'm just like, cool. So we ain't got to deal with that motherfucker no more. We ain't got to listen to his bullshit. He's still been talking. He gonna keep talking.
Right. Now about to say, because he's spraying it now, because he got a podcast with Max
Right.
Kellerman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they had the whiteboard up with all the teams and the best scenario for LeBron. Like LeBron said, he not talking to no teams. He gonna just let Rich Paul gather all the information, and they gonna pick from there. And I was saying LeBron just wanted one last chance to hijack the offseason. You know what I'm saying? This is last chance because he love this. Like, and I'm just glad we don't have to be in it this time. Like last time we was, you know what I mean? We was looking at all the, waiting for all the signals and all the cues. We was in it. And he came to us, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm glad we went and built our own team, man. You do, you know what I'm saying? You do you. We not in it this time. It's 30 teams interested. It's 29 teams interested. We the one team. It's like two teams that they claim ain't interested. You know what I'm saying? And we one of them. And that feels good. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's like, it's a divorce. You know what I'm saying? We divorced. Like, good luck with the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna try to have our best life. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because I was saying we just got divorced. We ain't really trying to rush back into no quick relationship. You know what I'm saying? Let's stay single for a minute and go after Joker. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get
Let's stay
ourselves right. Let's go to the gym and eat.
right. Let's stay single for a year. You know what I'm
Up.
saying? And then try to get Joker, somebody we really like, you know what I'm saying? But they was like, nah, we really like Kessler. And
Right.
I'm like, all right. And that's the thing though, like these dudes gotta still pan out, you know what I'm saying, for it to mean anything. And that's what I was saying, like the way to have a successful franchise is you gotta have not a lot, but dudes outplaying their contract. As opposed to you overpaying dudes. You know what I'm saying? You got to have more dudes outplaying their contract than you are overpaying niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, again, that goes into the analytics and the scraping the barrel. Like, AR is a great player for us at 14 million. You know what I'm saying? Now at 40 million, your expectations are different. You know what I mean? So we need to find more ARs. You know what I'm saying? And when we find them, keep them. Like Caruso. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the formula to build a fucking winning organization. Not everybody is overpaid. You know what I'm saying? We got three niggas whose contract we trying to dump. Like Luka and AR have put themselves into the position where y'all gotta play up to them contracts. You know what I'm saying? And then like we need like a Mamo. We need him to outplay his contract. You know what I'm saying? We need Kessler to live up to his contract. Like, but again, that's where the analytics come into play. That's where you look at, you know what I mean? Like, we wasn't using analytics. We was just drafting niggas and signing them. LeBron, you want Westbrook?
Right. No, it wasn't even LeBron. You want Westbrook. LeBron was like, we getting Westbrook.
Right, right. He said, no, we didn't say LeBron, you want Westbrook. LeBron said Westbrook is with us now. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
yeah. Nah, it's not gonna be that no more. You know what I mean? It's gonna be numbers crunched behind these moves. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not saying that's like I'm not a only analytic dude. Like I like a blend of both. But for them going into their first off season, I can see them leaning heavy analytics. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they did. Like because again, a couple of not a couple, but Mamo specifically, I had never even heard of this dude. I was like, who? You know what I'm saying? So I had to go do my research. You know what I'm saying? And then when I did my research, I was like, this dude is an analytic darling. You know what I'm saying? When you crunch his numbers, you like, okay. You know what I mean? This dude is like a point power. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. And then same thing with Kessler. Like I knew about Kessler, but I didn't know the quality of how they value his defense. Analytics puts his defense up there with Wemby and them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Which shit, which we need. Like he can score, but that's not his. That's not what he on the floor for. He shoots threes. You know what I'm saying? At 7'2". But again, he ain't gonna be like Cat where I gotta shoot 5 or 6 threes a game. That's just something in his bag. So nah, man. Yes, they are a lot of white dudes. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like they fit. Like it's finally Luka team now. Like they was trying to say it was Luka's team last year, but it's hard to be any. It's hard for it to be anybody but LeBron's team when LeBron is on the team. As much as he say I'm bowing down, like he's a strong ass presence, man, on and off the court. On the court and just trying to be yourself in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was time, man. It was time.
Right. I'm once again, I'm happy to have the team back. I'm happy that there seems to be a plan in place. There's a vision. I don't necessarily, and that's my thing in life. Like, I'm attracted to visionaries. Like, I should have a vision, like, project a vision. And even if I ain't with it 100%, as long as I know, like, all right, this is what it's supposed to be going towards, this is what it's supposed to be. If shit go according to plan, this is what it's gonna be. Like, if you got a vision and it's being projected, I can fuck with you. And right now, the Lakers got a vision. I ain't fully invested in it,
It's
but
not your vision,
right.
but you see that they have a vision.
It's a
It,
vision, right.
it's something they pointing towards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With the old regime, it was just throwing shit at the wall. It was like every year something different. That's what I'm saying. We was rotating the roster over every year. Even after we won it. Even after the bubble squad, we tried to bring in a whole bunch of new niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's hard, man. Like it takes time to learn how to play with people. You know what I'm saying? And then once you get that, it's not something you want to just give up. Because then you got to learn how to play with a whole new group of people, and you might not gel the same way. So nah, and that's the other thing. Like all these dudes being 26, 27, 28. You know what I'm saying? That puts them right in Luka's age where they will get a chance to play together for a couple years. Man, that's what the Knicks did. People think the Knicks was just overnight. It took them 2, 3 years to build up to this shit. You know what I'm saying? They got Brunson like 3 years ago, my nigga. Brunson didn't just get there.
Right. And it's a trip because I I taped a whole lot of Inside the NBA, like when TNT was. I didn't know that all of Inside the NBA shit was gonna go to ESPN. I was thinking like, all right, shit, this is it. Like these are the last
Mm,
shows,
mm.
and so I got a bunch of them motherfuckers on my DVR, and I was sitting down watching one of them because in this office, whatever reason, I could. Long story, it was all I could fucking watch if I was in here, and I just had it on as background noise. And so one of the shows was leading into, I think, a second round playoff game, Knicks versus Celtics, I want to say. And them motherfuckers started the same exact five that won it this year. Like, I mean, they brought in some other pieces 6 through 10.
Landry Shamet.
Right, and Alvarado and I mean shit, not a whole lot else. They still had Deuce. They still had Mitchell
Robinson.
So I mean, yeah, they just really stuck with it. Like, all right, shit, we gonna run this back, even though motherfuckers don't really feel. I mean, they had just shit. Tatum got, because I remember having this conversation with you at the time. You was like, even when Tatum got hurt, it was clear the Knicks was gonna beat them niggas. But I think, at the time that was the narrative. Like, all right, y'all beat the Celtics, but Tatum got hurt.
Was hurt. Right.
Tatum wasn't fully healthy. And so it's just, I don't know.
But either way, however you believed whatever happened last year, they did that progression shit I always be on.
Right.
Because they was in the Eastern Conference Finals last year, right?
Yep.
Then they took that next step. I'll be on that with the Rams, you know what I'm saying? But they did the basketball version. And that's the thing. Like, they didn't bend to no trends. They just kept going with their shit. Like, they wasn't like, man, the Spurs is coming or OKC. Like, they wasn't trying to catch OKC. I mean, they may have been trying to catch Boston, but they kind of, like you said, they started their saves. They just stuck with their shit. You know what I'm saying? They was like, our shit gonna be good enough at one point. It ain't gonna be because we trying to be like somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the model that's best for us. Because it's like, we already got some pieces in place. Like, it's gonna be built around Luka. You know what I'm saying? That's how it kind of was with Brunson. They was like, this is it. We got this little nigga. We not saying, like, we got to figure it out around him. And that's what they did. You know what I'm saying?
Change coaches, though.
Yeah, nah.
And that was controversial.
Right, nah. And it turned out to be huge, though. You know what I'm saying? Because he made that move of taking Cat to a point center. Like, that's what took them to the next level. Is when he made Cat the point center. Because they was having problems with each other up until the playoffs started.
Right.
Cat and Mike Brown was butting heads. Because Mike Brown spoke on how part of him growing as a coach and part of what he did with Cat was not being so stern in his shit. Not being so stuck in what he wanted to do. He said him and Cat just kept talking about it. Working through Cat, what do you want to do, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's when they came up with him being that point center shit. But it's crazy because it's similar to when Steve Kerr got Golden State from Mark Jackson. And then Brown was one of Kerr's assistants.
Right.
And then that's what Kerr did with Draymond. Like, that's what flipped Golden State when he made that move. And also they were saying Mark Jackson didn't like how many threes Steph was shooting. And of course, Kerr, that was his shit. Nigga, shoot all the threes you want. You know what I'm saying? But the subtle move that Kerr made with the Warriors that Mark Jackson wasn't doing was letting Draymond run point power. And then Mike Brown is his assistant there. He sees that. Now he gets his Knicks job, controversially, for a coach that had been doing pretty good with a squad. And he makes that move, switching Cat to a point center. You know what I'm saying? And they win one. So,
yeah, I mean, all this shit is hindsight. It's hindsight because, I mean, on the surface, nobody saw this shit coming. Like, Knicks fans wasn't even saying, nigga, the Knicks are going to win it. Like, some were saying they was going to get to the finals because the East had no Tatum, had no whatever to do this for Indiana.
Halliburton.
Right. They felt like the two better teams in the East both was missing their best player. So Cats was envisioning, all right, the Knicks can get out the East, but wasn't nobody in, all this shit. I mean, and I
Right.
get it. We trying to analyze it in a way to say, all right, shit. The
No,
Lakers,
no, but I'm saying nobody but them.
mm,
They felt that because they didn't change shit. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Because they was talking about trading Cat. If they had lost, they was gonna be in the Giannis market for, you know what I'm saying? They was gonna try to get Giannis for Cat. But they hadn't done that. They brought back that same lineup. And that's what I'm saying. They was like, fuck all the noise outside. We hear what everybody out here is saying, but we sticking to this plan. It took us 3-4 years to build this roster. You know what I'm saying? Last year it got us to the Eastern Conference Finals. We're coming back with this roster. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's saying this is a championship roster, but we're running with this. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying as far as like sticking to the plan. And I feel like the Lakers have a plan. It's going to be built around Luka. And this year was year one of it. You know what I'm saying? And for the
This off
first income, huh?
this off season was year one.
Yeah, right, right.
Or this
This
is the
offseason,
beginning of year one.
yeah, this offseason is their first chance to start molding, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what they're gonna do. People already talking shit. They hear all the white noise, but they're like, no, this is the frown, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can add Kaminga, and then we gonna roll with that. And then next year, we gonna add a little more spice to it. We gonna see where that get us. And then that third year, we gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's their thought process. I mean, it may take longer, it may take shorter, who knows? But I feel like I was saying before they even started making moves, it's nothing they can do this off season that's gonna make us the favorite. Ain't no move. Bringing back Brian, nothing. Getting Giannis. You know what I mean? There was not one single move out there that was gonna make us the favorites next year. You know what I'm saying? So having that expectation was not realistic.
Right.
You know what I mean? I felt like whatever we did this year, it was gonna have to be bricks into a house that wasn't gonna be ready this year. You know what I'm saying? But here's the blueprint of the shit we trying to build. And they showing you, they like Luka in Dallas, Brunson in New York. Like, we trying to build the perfect team around this one main dude. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
All right. Well, how about the rest of the off season? There's been a lot of shit going on.
yeah, nah,
Guys, you
it
like
has.
the moves that was made? The one I didn't see coming was Ja. Ja to
Mm,
Portland for really nothing, right? Like they definitely get no headline player. Well, they got Jeremy Grant, and I love Jeremy Grant.
right. Now it's crazy, right? Because I was like, can we get in on that?
Yeah,
But we went a different route. But when I saw that move for Ja, I was like, damn, I like Jeremy Grant too. And he had been on our radar for a minute.
right. Um, I mean the shit with Giannis to Miami, like that ain't moving the needle.
You don't think?
I mean, they were saying their roster is so underdeveloped right now. Like they got so many pieces they need to bring in. And that happened after the draft, right?
No, it
The
happened before.
the trade.
Yeah. Because they drafted a nigga for Miami. I want to say for Milwaukee. Dude from Tennessee.
Oh, amen. Right.
Yeah. So now the trade happened before the draft. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, I feel like they got Bam and Giannis.
And Portis. Norman Powell left.
Right.
Norman Powell went to the Bulls. I feel like they needed him. Uh, they got one of them guards from Baylor.
Off night. Yeah. I mean, he been there.
Okay, nah, that's what I'm saying. But no,
Do they
these
still
are the dudes.
have Jaime Jaquez? Was he in the trade?
Yeah, they traded him. He was in it.
So
But my
yeah,
thing is, this is a, huh?
I was just saying they gotta bring in just
A
pieces
roster,
to get to 12 to 15.
right?
And they need one or two of them to elevate to like a legit three.
Yeah, I feel you, and I don't have the answers for that. But I feel like this is a Miami move. This is what Pat Riley do. He went and got Shaq. He went and got Bron. You know what I'm saying? Like he goes for the high end talent. And then he knows how to build the shit around that. I mean, they got to the finals with Jimmy Butler. Like, I feel like they a threat now. Like, this is a Miami move. And it's so fun. It's so funny, but it's like Pat Riley once again fucked Boston. Because Boston was the other team trying to get Giannis.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying? Then when they didn't get Giannis, they ended up having to give away Jaylen Brown. So Pat Riley, you know what I'm saying? Low key, like by him getting Giannis, he killed Boston by not letting them get Giannis, and then by letting them have to get off of Jaylen Brown for positive P, for playoff P. You know what I'm saying? So Pat Riley's still at work trying to do the Celtics, but shit, Danny Ainge is still at work trying to do us because he's the one that traded us Kessler. And niggas is like, we got fleeced in that deal. I really don't
mm,
think we did, but Danny Ainge got his value though. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give them to us. But nah, I think Miami is gonna be a threat because this is how they. You're right. They don't have a roster, and I can't tell you where their roster is gonna come from. But this is what Pat Riley is supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? You give them this high end talent like that, they gonna figure something else. They gonna figure all them other pieces out. And then the other team I feel like moved the needle a lot was Philly. Like
yeah,
picking up Jaylen Brown, like you know what I'm saying? He goes with what they got. They got a lot of it now because I feel like
right.
Edgecombe is a baby him. If I was Edgecombe, I'd just be like, I'm gonna just follow this dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just I'm gonna pattern my game after him for a minute and see, you know what I mean, what I can turn into. But nah, I feel like they're gonna be dangerous. I mean, now anything they get from Embiid is like extra.
Right.
I feel like they from their guard play, they're gonna have enough for a regular season to do work. Like they're gonna be problems in the regular season. I don't know how it's gonna play out when you get the chance to prepare for them niggas every game in the series. But when you just see them come in one night, all that athleticism, woo, they gonna overwhelm squads.
Yeah, you ain't tripping Kawhi to Toronto.
I like that for Toronto. That I like that kind of swing.
I like that more. I like them more than I like Miami.
But Kawhi ain't always healthy. If you gonna guarantee me Kawhi gonna play, that's a different thing. But Kawhi got his money. Once Kawhi get his money, he be cool. He be cool till the next time to get his money. Cause that's what this season was.
Right.
Don McClain be killing him for that.
Uh,
Don McClain, cause he do something with the Clippers. I don't know if the post game show or some shit, but they
right.
be having him on Petros and money. You know what I'm saying? Now he don't be saying it outright, but he be insinuating that man Kawhi played when it's time for Kawhi to get paid. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, I can't really argue with that too much. And he got paid. Now he with Toronto. If he come and play next season, they are a threat. You know what I'm saying? Because I like their pieces. I like Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett. You know what I'm saying? I like them with BI and replacing BI for Kawhi. Who gonna say that's not an upgrade? But I just can't say Kawhi gonna play 60 games again next year.
Right.
If you can tell me he do, they a threat too. You know what I'm saying? But Giannis plays most of the time. He was hurt last year, but I feel like that was more because he didn't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? And shit, Jaylen Brown, that's not a question for him.
Right. Yeah. Uh, what was your thoughts on the draft? You feel like anybody moved a needle with their draft shit?
Nah, it's gonna definitely be some needle moving because of this draft. It's just crazy because these drafts take a year or two. It's gonna take a year or two to pan out, and then it's gonna probably take a little bit longer than that for the ultimate decision to be made. But it's gonna be some jobs is gonna be lost. You know what I'm saying? Because of this. I feel like we had that conversation on draft night because it's like I want to say like 5 through 12, where
Right.
like all the guards went, and then the three dudes from Michigan.
Right.
Like I feel like that pocket right there is gonna be where, you know what I'm saying, the good moves was made and the what the hell was you doing was made. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Wagler was fifth, right?
Yeah.
And you got you don't like him. Like it's mixed reviews on him. And then all the PGs went in that little area after that. Burris, A Cuff, the
Mikael,
nigga that,
no.
right. Him,
Kingston Flemings.
right. And then the three dudes from Michigan.
Right. That was the other bust potential I thought in the lottery
I
was.
mean, and it's just gonna be which one of these dudes you took and why did you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a question about them three. Like, should you damn, you passed on Yaxel to get Mora, or you passed on Mora to get Yaxel, or y'all, you know what I'm saying? Or why did Dallas take that first Morez first? Like, it's gonna be some intrigue with how they went, and then it's gonna be some intrigues with all them guards. Because all of them ain't panning out, and one of them is gonna break through. You know what I'm saying? That's just the nature of it. You know what I mean?
Right. Uh,
And then there's a little intrigue with the top three part, the top 3 or 4. Because Peterson went 2, and right now in Summer League, he looking like, you know what I'm saying? I should have been 1, nigga. Like he playing like that. You know what I mean? And then dude that the Bulls took.
Caleb Wilson.
Yeah, he like, man, I played against all them already. He said, and y'all seen what happened every time. So he talking like he think he should be the best. So I feel like that top 4 pocket and then the 5 to 12 pocket is gonna be, you know what I mean? It's gonna be some shit in there.
Storylines.
Right. It's some shit in both those pockets. It's gonna be a star and
Some
a
30,
bust.
some 30 for 30s.
Right. Coming out of both of them pockets. And this whole draft. So it's intriguing. Like, I like A Cuff. I mean, you got the ones you like going in. You like Burries, right?
Yeah, and
They
Aaron
played against
Peterson.
each other.
Who? Oh, already?
Burries and A Cuff in the summer league game, Milwaukee and Sacktown. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah. And then Peterson went up against Boozer.
Mm,
And they both balled. Like Boozer been balling, hitting
okay.
threes and shit.
Really?
Hitting 4 threes in the game. You know what I'm saying? He's still below the basket though, so I don't know how that's gonna translate when the varsity get there. But
Right.
so far, you know what I mean? This what you're supposed to be doing. And Peterson been looking killerish with his. And my thing about, huh?
I'm out. That was my thing when, soon as it was like you see Kobe in his game, I
You
haven't been
saw
able
it.
to unsee it. But
Right.
you were saying
Nah,
what?
huh?
You said you was going in on Peterson. You was like,
Nah, he's looked like he has that dog in him so far. And Acuff has been scoring, but I mean, again, it's only been a game or 2 or 3, but it hasn't been that efficient, and he's had high turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Which is very AI-ish.
Right. I mean, and he went to Sacramento, and
Which is
Sacramento,
a black hole.
but I mean, they draft point guards well. Like,
But they don't ball for them.
I mean, eventually, yeah, they go somewhere else, but they
Nah, but
do
you right
enough.
though.
They do enough.
Halliburton, Fox.
They do enough in Sac though to be like, all right, there's something there.
That's a good point. But now, and again, this is a very small sample size. You know what I'm saying? But from the game or two that I've seen so far, Peterson, like, you know, sometimes you can see one game and be like, this dude game ain't ready for the league. You know what I'm saying? Because the jumper, because that's how I felt when I first saw Cooper Flag. I was like, he don't want that NBA three. And it took him a minute to get it, but Peterson right away. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, this is, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then he can get to the whole, like, this shit is translated. You know what I'm saying? Boozer shit too, which was surprising to me. But again, I still need to see him with some more real bigs in there. You know what I'm saying? But his shit's translated.
You saw Yaxel light
Oh,
up.
he played?
He lit the Lakers up.
Oh, okay.
The California Classic.
Right. Because he didn't play in the Vegas.
Oh, they in Vegas already?
Or is it? Well, I don't know.
I think you're right. I think they are.
Wherever the new, because they in
Vegas is July 9th. So right now they're in Salt Lake City.
Okay.
They left California yesterday. So all that California Classic shit ended. That was Friday through Monday.
Okay.
So unless you saw some shit today, then the shit you saw was the California Classic shit. And he played he played game one against the show.
Right. He sat out a game though. They were saying he hit us for duck.
All threes.
Nah, he going to Golden State.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's gonna be something with that little crew in there. You know what I'm saying? Him, Morez, and Mara. Cause
I feel like Mara.
He went to OKC.
Right. Mara, I mean, and then they re-signed. Who was
Harkenstein.
That? Right.
Nah, but they put Chet on notice. Like, look, Chet, we giving you one more year, nigga. We got another 7'4" dude right here waiting.
Right. Nah, I think that was because just seeing the growth in Mara's game from UCLA to Michigan, because at UCLA it was like, he big and he got some skill, but it ain't ever gonna come together.
Right. And it came together in 1 year.
And now he's going to that same environment. Like he's going to another environment that's going to accentuate.
Right.
Like,
he going to the pro Michigan.
Whatever you bring in, we going to accentuate that shit the same way you say the Dodgers do. Like whatever your strength is, nigga, we going to.
That's all we need you to do here. You know what I'm saying? Here, all you need to do is your strength. Other places, they ask you to do your weakness. At UCLA, they want you to run point. We got that here. You know what I'm saying? You just be big and block shots. You know what I mean? Nah, it sounds simple, but a lot of places don't do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of places try to make you do some shit you can't do. Just make niggas do what they can do, but get a bunch of niggas that do one thing and tell them to do that. Like, what's so hard about that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah. This draft, though, man, this draft was loaded. Because then it pushed a lot of shit down to the second round. And then it pushed a lot of shit to undrafted.
Right.
Like, it's going to be dudes from every level of this draft that make it. It's going to be dudes that was in the second round that's like, how did he fall to the second round?
Nah, I feel like I haven't been this hyped for a second round because I was texting you, and usually I ain't tripping drafts at all. I was texting you like, nigga, the Lakers need to get back into the second round. Like,
and we did.
No, we didn't. You thought we did, or
But we traded the pick.
oh, okay,
We
right,
we bought a pick and then traded it.
right,
But we dabbled in all them undrafted dudes.
right. They was like the dudes we was gonna pick ain't gonna get drafted, so we can get out.
Right. And get a couple more seconds. Well, actually, that's what we got for Aiton. We got 2 seconds for him.
Wow, really? Yeah. And
Nah,
well, shit. This upcoming draft is supposed
it's
to be
trash.
right.
Right.
They got Gil's son as the number one
Mm.
projected dude. I think I told you that already.
Yeah, they got J. Crow like top 5.
Right.
They got J. Crow top 5 in this next draft, baby.
Right. No.
That's where this draft is compared to the last draft.
But we stockpiling picks.
But I don't think they in that draft though. You know what I'm saying? You know how we are. We in the 2030s already.
The Knicks got Bruce Thornton.
Oh, from Ohio State.
With the first pick in the second round.
Right. Nah. He's a Brunson.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of Brunson in him. Thick, short, thick PG that play off 2 feet.
Right.
Nah, when they got him, I was like, damn, that's how thick this draft is. Like, I want to say he like Ohio State's all-time leading scorer.
Right.
They got Clark Kellogg, Jim Jack, you know what I mean? Like, he would have been a first-round pick in previous drafts. You know what I'm saying? Like that white boy from BYU, Saunders.
Okay, yeah.
He went at the top of the second round.
Right.
He would have been a first-round pick in previous drafts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of dudes like that. Brazil.
Right.
He was second round, right?
Yep.
Come on, man. That dude's a lottery pick next year.
Went to Denver. Well, Antonio drafted him, but then they traded him to Denver.
He gonna turn into an Aaron Gordon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A light-skinned nigga that's shooting 3, that's dunking everything. Nah, man. Nah, this draft, you know what I'm saying? And I was just thinking about the top. I was just thinking about how loaded the lottery was. But then I started realizing that's pushing other good players down. You know what I'm saying? When I saw Brazil was a second-round pick, I was like, that's because of this draft. You know what I'm saying? And then when I saw that, I started thinking about, then it's gonna be dudes that don't get drafted. You know what I'm saying? Because of that same postulate.
Right. Nah. I mean, I went to Summer League for the first time last year.
Oh, that's right.
And I went late. Like, I mean, obviously the first day or two of the Summer League in Vegas is off the chain.
Best. Right.
Like,
that's when all the top dudes gonna play too.
And a lot of times they playing each other. Like, it's probably gonna be OJ, AJ, DeBonza, and
Peterson.
They probably gonna play the first night.
Right.
I got there probably for the middle to the last. I mean, and it was still dope as fuck. It was. I mean, plus it was some UCSD cats there. But I mean, it was just dope on every level. And so, I mean, shit, the shit started it started on today's Tuesday. It started on Thursday.
Vegas?
In Vegas, yep.
How long ago? 2 weeks?
The 9th through the 19th, yeah, so 10 days.
Damn. That would be hella worth trying to do.
Right. Nah, I mean, it was easy last year. I had my little fast pass on Frontier. So I was just flying to Vegas for any old reason.
Right. Nah, and that's a good old reason. You know what I'm saying? That's not any old reason. That's probably one of the maximum reasons you would do it.
Nah, and as we fucking segue to the last thing we said we wanted to talk about, I'm watching this World Cup shit,
Mm.
and Colombia played today, and
Oh yeah.
Colombia, I mean, they just been taking over whatever city they go to.
It's crazy because they played in all three continents.
Hmm.
They played out here in Canada and Mexico. And they
Today,
said they fans went to all three.
yeah, they was in Canada and Vancouver, and I was showing it. The shit was I'm teaching summer school, so I got the shit on in summer school. And man, the students was just tripping how yellow. I mean, and that's the other thing because I'm always on that bandwagon saying Ram fans we need to wear yellow. Like yellow can be just as
It
loud
stands out.
as that red. Like Brazil and Colombia have been like, yeah, shit, y'all. We taking over stadiums with yellow, but
Right.
the thing that tripped me out was it was like first of all, Colombia ain't supposed to be a rich country, and yet all you motherfuckers is
Flying
going
to three continents.
and you're doing it like you ain't booking the shit in advance. Like
Mm.
they won on, let's say, last Thursday in the round of 32, and so now they got 3-4 days to figure out how we get to Vancouver for next.
Passports and all that.
Right. For
But I guess they probably came with their passports.
true. But I mean, to be pivoting and flying like that,
Right. Nah, that is not easy. When they said that during their game today, I was like, damn, they said they the only team that played in all three of the continents. Like they basically fucked them with the travel. You know what I'm saying? Mexico, the US, and Canada, and they packed out all three. Nah, they was giving Colombia love for their traveling. But it's crazy because when you were saying all that, like Colombia's been up and down in they being good in soccer.
right,
You know what I'm saying? The last time they was really up like this was 94 when it was here.
right,
And that was because the drug cartel was sponsoring. And they made a 30 for 30 on that. The Escobars.
right,
Because Pablo Escobar he funded that group of players since they was kids. Like
right.
he had built parks in their neighborhood. And then dude, they lost on their own goal.
Buying Escobar, right,
Yeah, and they killed dude.
right,
You know what I'm saying? And then shortly after that, I think Pablo Escobar got caught or killed or whatever. But the funding disappeared shortly after that 94 squad. And they fell off and they hadn't made it in a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? But now they back. And it's funny because you was talking about how they flying all over, where they getting all this money from. And I was like, You know what I'm saying? Is the cartel back in action with the
right.
soccer?
This
You know what I'm
supposed
saying?
poor country, yet thousands of y'all can take
All this time off
right,
and then travel like that. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
I mean, and I'm sitting here pity pinching like, all right, nigga, can I go to Vegas for summer league?
Right. For a
That's,
couple of days.
that's just from LA to Vegas. Like they flying from fucking Kansas
Country.
City to Vancouver. Like,
Different countries.
right,
It's complications with crossing these borders nowadays, especially these borders.
right.
And y'all Colombian? Do you know how they doing with Latinos around here right now?
Right.
And thousands of them are making that trek. You know what I'm saying?
Take,
Nah, they lost today though
yeah.
in penalty kicks. You know what I mean? It was a great game. Like I was rooting for them.
Were you? Yeah. I think I was too, just because I want somebody to beat Argentina, and I felt like they had the better chance than
Wait,
Switzerland.
they was playing Switzerland?
Right. But
I
whoever
mean,
won that plays Argentina.
right. Nah, but that's why I was saying between them and Switzerland, I was like, all right, I'm rooting for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Nah, I'm looking for who can take out Argentina. You saw what they did, huh?
Oh man, it was funny because Gino hit me like Messi's going home, and I hit him back like 10 minutes later, like not yet. Hold your horses. Nah, I mean it's crazy. Like the momentum in soccer is just like, you know what I'm saying? They scored 3 goals in like 10 minutes. And it was like after they scored the second one, the announcers was basically like, they're done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was like, nah, you know what I mean? And sure enough, they got that third goal. Dude headed in that third goal. But the announcers was telling you they're not gonna be able to stop them from scoring another goal. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, really? Like, nah, it's 2-2. You know what I'm saying? It's going to extra time. And they was like, I'm telling you, they're done. And I was just like, damn, like it's just that fragile though. I don't know. Cause I don't know. I've never played soccer, so I can't really speak to the fragility of the momentum like that. But they clearly think it's a factor and it shows up. You know what I'm saying? Cause like the US lost that last game in the pool play to like Bosnia and Herzegovina or whatever.
Nah, that's
Now
who
they beat them. Yeah,
that
they lost to
was.
Turkey A.
It was Turk,
Yeah,
right?
they lost to Turkey A. But like dudes were saying how that was gonna change the momentum. And
Mm,
I was like, really? Like they really wasn't even playing nobody. But like that's just how sensitive the momentum is in soccer. You know what I'm saying? Shit, basketball, niggas load manage. Like they like momentum what? Like, you know what I'm saying? But in soccer, like it's so fragile. And I feel like, well, honestly, I don't even feel like that's what it was. What I felt like was this year they expanded the World Cup.
hmm
So it added that extra round.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what made the US and Mexico and Canada look better than they really were.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they all went out consecutive days. Canada went out, then Mexico went out, then we went out. But like, I feel like this is when the world class soccer starts. You know what I'm saying? So adding that extra round allowed teams and countries like us and Mexico and Canada to get a win, and that really got the fan base's hyped. You know what I'm saying? But I just felt like it was a little false hope. You know what I mean? Like the US just wasn't as good as Belgium.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was just before the game, people was trying to make it seem like it could have been, you know what I'm saying? It could have been a close game. You know, we could hang with them, but as soon as they stepped on the pitch, as they called it, it was kind of like, yeah, this is a mismatch. You know what I'm saying?
They was saying, I mean, I guess they killed us in qualifying or friendlies or I mean,
Right,
basically every time
right,
we see them, they like really,
right. Nah,
y'all
nah,
again, you back for another ass whooping, man.
right, nah. And it's funny because I heard somebody. I listened to this on Saturdays on Fox Sports. It's a gambling show,
Right.
and they just talk about all different, you know, whatever's going on at the time. And the game hadn't happened yet, so they was talking about it beforehand. And they have a dude that'll come on that's like he runs the lines in Vegas. He puts together, you know what I'm saying? He do something about on the lines in
They
Vegas.
were they exposed, what they need.
Right, right, all of that. And he was like, Belgium is undervalued because the US money, he said most of the gambling money is coming from the US. So we gotta make the line to protect against them. You know what I'm saying? So he said, in this situation, the wrong team is probably going to be favored.
Mm,
He said the U.S. is probably going to be a slight favorite in this just because of all that U.S. money. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, Belgium is probably the better team. And when he was saying that, I was like, mm. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what happened. Like, I mean,
because Belgium basically had to do. They was down to Senegal 2-0, I want to say, and they
right. And came
came
back
out
on them.
here and basically did the same. I don't even think it went to. If it went, it definitely didn't go to penalty kicks.
Nah, it didn't. They may have finished it in regulation, but if not, it went off. They won it in like the stoppage time.
Right against
Nah,
Senegal, I want to say.
yeah, nah, it was Senegal. I remember that game too. Nah, but it was just
So they looked weak coming in. It was like these motherfuckers barely beat Senegal. Like,
Right. But they world class though.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like again, these final teams that's left like now it's the real best teams in the world. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy because not all sports, but a lot of sports are expanding their playoff platform. Like to me, this reminded me of college football expanding.
Mm.
So it gets like some of these teams that wouldn't have got in, it gets their fan base hyped for getting in, then they get there and get rowdy. Like was it like Georgia Southern?
Somebody like that.
Right. That got in football. And then once they got in, it was like, oh, okay, yeah, nah. They you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a little too much for them. But for their fan base, it's cool. Like, you know, and so I'm with it on that aspect. Like because I feel like the US probably wouldn't have been as hyped about the World Cup if the US had went out in the first round.
Mm.
But then building up and enough momentum to this point, it got everyone like they got to have like 2 or 3 watch parties.
Looking dominant, right?
Right. If it was just one watch party and then they was done, people wouldn't have even been tripping the World Cup like they still are. And then it's on American soil. You know what I'm saying? So you want it to be going good. So I feel like in that aspect, the expanding of it was good to give us a chance to build up a little momentum. But if they hadn't expanded, this would have been like that first round.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
so it's the same story. We still ain't over that hurdle. It
Yeah.
made it look like it because we got a win, but against another team that's probably more similar to us. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now,
So,
I mean, it's so much like we could do a whole fucking show because there's so many aspects of them. Some of them racial.
oh,
Um,
absolutely.
but Balagoon, for one, I mean, to me, he was the dopest American player I've ever seen.
Mm.
And
And he could have played for 3 different countries.
right, he's a birthright citizen. At
Right,
the time when they
right.
arguing about birthright citizenship, he's like, hey,
Right. It's fuck the regular people that's trying to do this. But if you can play soccer, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. Nah, most of our best players was like that.
mm, yeah,
Cause it's another light-skinned black dude that like got a French accent
mm.
that kept making the free
Oh,
kick.
free kicks, right. Yeah.
That dude is not from here, or maybe a birthright citizen. You know what I'm saying? So nah, you're right. That whole aspect, and then
I mean, there's that, but I mean, my point on Balagoon was just like at one point he looked dope enough where it's like, dude, I mean, he's our Mbappe. Like,
right,
he can
or
probably
or the dude from Norway, the Viking.
right. Like, we got our shit. He going for the golden boot. Like, I don't know. I
Right,
feel like we've never had a player because I agree with everything you said about the hype train. But I felt like he was the most legitimate aspect of it, where it's like if you squint and look at him, you feel
right.
like, he's on the same level as all these.
Messi and Mbappe and all of them. But
Right,
then it turned out he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they were saying. Like Belgium just took him away.
right.
They was like, because they spoke on the defense that they was running. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And they was like, all that shit that we had been doing, it was like, you guys are not gonna do that today. If you got an adjustment for that, then let's see that. You know what I'm saying? But that shit with these 2 dudes, that's over. You know what I'm saying? So even him was hyped. You know what I'm saying? And like Trump had to make the call or whatever. He claimed he made the call to let dude play, and he didn't do nothing.
Yeah,
And then the
wait,
other one, Pulisic,
yeah,
oh, they're killing him.
really,
Because he came out.
yeah. They subbed
He
him
took him,
out. Right.
they said he took himself out.
Oh, really?
They said he was like, nah, I can't go. You know what I'm saying? So they was lambasting him. Like,
Uh,
because I guess he did some shit before they got together, like something they was doing to get ready, and he didn't do that. He stayed on his own doing shit.
Right.
So they was like, all right, if you doing that, when you come, you better be ready. And then he came and got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
So, and then when he came back, he bowed out. So they was like, yeah, this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, we done with him too. Like, because they was putting it on him. He in a gang of commercials right now. Chase commercials and all, you know what I mean?
Right. I mean, and so it's a trip because so many of these teams, like the American team, I think 8 of the dudes was black. Like they had 8 black dudes, maybe 2 white dudes, and then the goalkeeper. Before I go on that slant, let me just say, like, I mean, when I watch these penalty kickoffs, I be praying for black guys to not take the kicks. Because even going back to the last World Cup when it was France versus Argentina, I think in the chip and it came down to penalty kicks, the black dudes on France, black dudes aren't as good at penalty kicks as other races.
That's your synopsis?
That's what I'm down to.
It's funny because I feel like it's the positions that they play. You know what I'm saying? Because the black dudes be more like the defenders.
Right.
It's only a handful of black strikers. You know what I'm saying? Mbappe is one. Right. You see, he don't miss.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the other black dudes be defenders. And it's crazy because when you were saying that, it's some squad that went out early. I want to say the Netherlands.
Yeah.
The Netherlands lost in penalty kicks. You know what I'm saying? And 2 of their black dudes missed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they said 2 of their white dudes refused to take the penalty kicks. They was like, we're not doing that. They kill niggas that miss penalty kicks.
Right.
I'm not going out there, coach. So they said one of the black dudes volunteered and he had never taken penalty kicks.
Wow.
But these other motherfuckers don't want to go out there. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard that, I was like, yeah, nah, see? You know, we gonna do it.
Right.
Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
The one dude who missed for Switzerland tonight was a black dude. He kicked his shit all the way into
the stands.
That shit was like a field goal.
Right. Right. Nah.
Well, I mean, there's that, but I mean, I don't know. Just
it's funny because back on that though, because one of my homeboys, because the US won in penalty kicks.
Nah, not this World Cup.
Okay, well maybe it was the 2 black dudes scored the goals.
Right. For America.
Because somebody on my timeline posted, it's crazy how those 2 black dudes scored for the US or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then somebody in the comments was like, why do you have to bring race into it on such a unifying moment? And dude was like, because if they had missed, I bet you race would have been brought into it then. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that was the game against Bosnia because Balogun got it. He scored the first goal. He scored one, and they took it away. Then he scored again because he be doing the LeBron shit.
Oh, right.
Celebration. And then dude got it on the free kick. So, yeah.
Oh, right.
In that game.
And they were both naturalized citizens. Because that was his point. You know what I'm saying? They were both. And somebody was like, why would you bring that up? You know what I'm saying? Such a unifying moment. And he was like, because when they miss, someone brings their race up. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess Cape Verde went out to Argentina.
Yeah, barely.
They said the Argentinians was killing their players with racial shit.
Right. I saw a headline, but I didn't get the details.
Yeah, they said the Argentinian fans was berating them with the racial shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's not as crazy. But Cape Verde, they went back home and they was heroes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was loving that part. Like, see, that's one of the benefits of the expansion. They would have never been in without this expansion. You know what I'm saying? So their story is like one of the not one. I think it was a lot of really good parts of the expansion, but you know, it let teams like that get their story off. You know what I mean?
Right. Nah, it. I hate bringing. So I mean, you got these European countries, and when they are doing their thing, I can't help but think I'm a fucking history teacher. Like shit, I was teaching about imperialism today, so I can't help but think, France, like I know the dirt y'all've done.
Mm,
Now y'all running out this fully black squad, damn near.
mm, mm.
U.S. like we at this point in time in our racial situation where we got fucking KKK marching in Washington D.C. on the 4th of
On
July.
the fourth.
It
And nothing, you know what I'm saying? And it's not a big deal. I mean, it is a big deal, but you know what I mean? Not as big as it should be.
right, and yet we got this team that's majority black.
And immigrant blacks, though.
Right,
You know
and
what I'm saying?
I can't fuck with Trump.
And he gets involved,
Right, and when
and
he
then
got
we lose.
right,
And then they score and do the Trump dance.
who did Belgium?
Belgium. Yeah. After they last goal, that black dude broke into the Trump dance.
Nah, I mean, as I was sitting there watching it, part of me was like, if we win, Trump's gonna try to take credit.
Right. But we didn't. And that was another reason to know we wasn't gonna win. Like the night he went to the Knicks
Was
game.
I mad? Then the game starts, and I'm like, dude, they got all brothers. I can't be rooting against them.
Mm.
And then I was so thankful. Like the first, well, I don't remember the first goal, but the second Belgium goal, they just like got physical with the white dude.
And it was right after we had scored.
Right.
Because we tied it up at 1, and damn near while we celebrating, they scored again.
They just strangling the white dude and then headbutting the ball in. And then our goalie.
Oh, they saying that was the worst play in World Cup history that he made. You know what I'm saying? Like they putting those kind of exploratives on these games, and I'm like, dude, like that's because of the hype train y'all built up.
I was just thankful it wasn't the black dudes who
That made that play.
Right, who could just be singled out. Like, see,
right.
This is what we get when we put the team like this into that kind of tournament. Like,
Nah, it was clearly the white dudes that the moment was too big for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And again, I hate playing those cards, but they there though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They there. And then, like you said, for us, it's harsher consequences. You know what I'm saying? Like them dudes, people talking shit about them, but they go, Pulisic still in commercials and shit. Like when it's the black dudes that fuck up, that lead to, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes death.
Right.
But if not, way more harsher changes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like the French players got it hard when they missed them penalty kicks against Argentina the last time. Like there was blowback. Like
they was calling them monkeys and shit. Throwing bananas at them.
So
and
like I said, I started all this by saying black guys suck at penalty kicks. So I'm gonna call a spade. But
I feel like it's a reason to that too, though.
No doubt. Nah,
you know what I'm saying? It's not just that they suck; it's the position that they put them at, which is still racial. It's like black QBs. You know what I'm saying? We still ain't fucking with black strikers like that. Y'all can be on the pitch, but y'all playing defense. Except you, Mbappe. You know what I'm saying? You can be a striker. You know what I mean? But then all these other dudes don't want to take the penalty kicks.
Right.
So it's the defensive dudes that's like, fuck it, I'll go. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So it's not just they're not good at penalty kicks. It's again, if you made them niggas the strikers, you would have more Mbappe's.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, y'all gonna make all these niggas play D. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have y'all on the field, but y'all still not the striker. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Nah,
So, but nah,
that's a great point.
it still again comes back to a racial undertone.
It do. And I mean, shit. I'm hoping France win. Like, I mean, obviously, I think France play Morocco.
Mm,
Morocco.
Morocco, that's another hell of a story.
That's the last African team in it.
Right. But just the fact that they this far, Africa rose up in this tournament. You know what I'm saying? They usually, you know what I mean? Cape Verde.
Nah, shit. Egypt today.
Right, right,
Egypt,
right.
like we was
Egypt had Argentina on the ropes, and they took away a goal from Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Egypt went up 2-0. They took away that goal. Then they went up 2-0 again on a goal that counted. So they should have been up 3-0. You know what I'm saying? And their coach was talking shit about it after the game.
really not. They was about to swing on the ref at the
Oh,
end.
nah.
They do got taken down in the box area,
And they didn't call nothing.
and then on that same return, fucking Argentina went down the field and scored to make it 3-2.
Right. Scored the game-winning goal. Nah, but they had taken away a goal from them earlier. You know what I'm saying? So, their manager after the game was hot. But he was like, we leaving out of here proud, though. We leaving out of here with our heads up high, and we felt like we were robbed. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, like it's crazy because these people going back to their country.
Right.
Not to like another state or, you know what I'm saying? They going back to a whole nother civilization. So it's like you don't know what they going back to deal with. You know what I mean? Like, in the US, it's like, man, these people gonna go back to their regular lives. But these dudes is like, nah, man, we not from here. You know what I mean? It ain't running water where we came from. You know what I'm saying? All these drinking big gulps and shit. Because you see how they've been busting not busting, but stopping all the people at the airport with ranch. Like all these foreigners have been falling in love with ranch dressing. So TSA put out some shit like, yo, y'all can't be taking all this ranch back like that. You know what I'm saying? There's videos on the internet of niggas drinking ranch at the airport.
Wow. So it won't get confiscated?
Yeah, because they can't take it with them. You know what I'm saying? But the foreigners have come over here. I didn't realize that ranch was American invention. But they ain't fucked with ranch before. You know what I'm saying? So they've been at the airport, nigga, with luggages full of ranch. This is ridiculous, dude. But it's just like, shit like that we don't realize. Like they going back to that. You know what I'm saying? They don't get to just stay here like that.
Right.
So them losing these games, you know what I'm saying, is the difference between them being here another week. Well, all right, we back to Cape Verde.
Right. Nah. I'm rolling with whoever come out of that France, Morocco.
Nah. That's a good
outside of that, I'm anybody but Argentina.
Yeah. It's funny because I guess all the Mexicans are rooting for is it Norway?
Mm-hmm.
That's who beat them with that dude.
Well, England beat Mexico now. England
okay.
played Norway.
Right. Well, that's who they rooting for.
Norway?
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't mind France because I think France and Norway played earlier, but they didn't play their dudes because it didn't matter.
Right. They had already clinched the group.
And Holland was like, We probably gonna lose to them. They probably gonna win the tournament. He was like, I ain't tripping. He didn't mean it, but that's what he said.
Right.
But nah, France, Norway final. I don't know what the bracket is, but shit, that would be cool. I'll take that.
Right. Or if it's Messi and Mbappe again.
Mm.
That's you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because FIFA, this ain't the first time Argentina been on the road or in a close game.
Mm.
Because it was another time earlier in the tournament where they were in a close game and they scored, and FIFA's president stood up in his box and started clapping.
Really? Nah, they had a tough one against Cape Verde. Cape Verde.
Okay. Oh, right. Nah, that was the game. FIFA's president was rooting for them niggas, and they was like, dude, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? This nigga stood up. They're like, man, who you with? You supposed to be neutral. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, yo, we need Argentina in the finals.
Do they?
I mean, that's how they making the scene. You know what I'm saying? Because of Messi. Like, he's the most popular athlete in the world. You know what I'm
Dude,
saying?
Messi was trash in World Cup until the last World Cup. Like
Yeah,
him and Cristiano Ronaldo, I would be looking at World Cups like, dude, these are the two best players.
right. Nah,
They don't be winning. And then the last World Cup, he was like, "All right, you want to, you want to see,
right. You want to see goals and winning?
you want to see what the hype is about."
I
Okay,
got both. And then this tournament, though, he's been living up to the hype. Like, they first 3 games, he probably scored all the goals.
right.
It wasn't till it didn't mean nothing that other dudes started scoring. And then what he did today, that comeback today was pure piggyback. And he was like, get on, fellas. I'm not letting y'all lose. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, shit. Okay. As
For the
long as
world, on a world perspective, they want to see Messi. You know what I'm saying? And then if it's against Mbappe, you know what I mean? That gives you all you need. The racial angle, the cultural angle, like France against, yeah.
nah, and that was the final the last time.
Right. And this time, they even more those dudes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like last time Mbappe was just coming on the scene. He only 27 now. Messi was probably more in prime form.
For the first time, I thought.
Nah, and you could be right. Because, I mean, World Cup is a way different, you know what I'm saying? It's like these dudes killing their league, but then the World Cup is like, it's different. These dudes would be playing out of position sometimes. It's like the Olympic basketball as opposed to NBA. You know what I'm saying? On your Olympic team, you a whole nother dude than you are with your regular team. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Nah, it's a lot of shit percolating.
Right. Nah, and we had been off for 2 weeks, so we needed to catch up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, because we probably pushing 2 hours at this point.
Yes, sir.
Well, yeah, nah. I guess we'll wrap it up right here, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to keep thanking everybody, man. It seemed like every time we do one, a new person that we ain't heard from and couldn't even imagine was listening reach out to us, you know what I'm saying? So we want to thank y'all for listening, you know what I'm saying? We're going to try to keep bringing it to y'all. We're going to try to keep tightening it up. I've been hearing those comments as well, you know what I'm saying, on what we need to work on. So yeah, but thank you guys, man. I'm Kareem. That's Rod, and we out.